Theme song. Babyface is hard at work dismantling the final grow bed of the SCS fleet, leaving just his little footsteps. Wait, let's listen. I love that. Leaving just an empty growing chamber next to another empty growing chamber, the empty lungs of the SCS Starlighter. We're continuing to just very slowly dismantle things. Like, we'll take away this, get this soft block and everything, because I really don't want this to be a nightmare of like a dismantling scenario where it takes forever and we're sitting there and we go through all our water. So basically, I'm taking apart things that I know we can, live without. We're almost done with these. I might just basically start dismantling one of them. We don't need to be composting, and that's how I'm pronouncing it, composting, anything on board the Starlighter anymore. We don't even need, I don't even think we need these anymore. It's good to have them because the thing is, if there's a fire here, they got to walk all the way at least to here to get a spacesuit. Here, they could just go there. No, you can't get a spacesuit from there. You'd have to get a spacesuit from here and here. So if there's a fire back here, that would be a problem. I'm not too worried about it. We're going to dismantle this one. And we'll keep those doors, those double doors there. Honestly, Starlighter was one of my favorite ships. So I will be sad to see her go. But it is going to be sunset for Starlighter soon enough. On board the SCS Move It Up, we got a lot of hustle and or bustle. What I need to do is, this is chaos. So we need to, first of all, get rid of some of our prisoners because they're all stuck here pooping themselves because they can't go to the bathroom because it's all CO2 in this area. I think that's the main problem. Yeah, CO2. So we just need to get some of these folks to the military for justice and get some sweet, sweet payouts for that. However, this, folks, needs to be dealt with. This is chaos. Okay, and so if we go into our schedules here, I've set up, basically this is coffee in the morning. Once you wake up, you get 6 hours of sleep, 2 hours of free time, one in the middle for just an extra break between your 2 7-hour shifts of work. That's a lot of work. Down at the bottom here, I have, where is it? Then I've created this one, which has sleep in the morning. And then what we could do is create a third one, which is in the middle here. So why don't we do, I'm not sure how many we have here, but let's copy settings for these folks. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through, let's say, where's our red shirts? Because it'd be nice to match them with their shooty teams is the only thing. So we'll make sure they're matched with their shooty teams, and that means we need a new person in Team 3, don't we? No, Team 3, 4... Okay, Dencarion, first of all, welcome to the team. However, we do need you to be colored the same so that we can find you easily when I go to give you your schedules. So anybody with those dark green pants or whatever, so like Reeves, we got to find you. Where'd you go? That's not Reeves. Oh, there's Reeves. Okay. So Reeves, we got to go and we got to change your outfit. Now, I know you liked being, standing out and being your own type of person, but it's important now that everybody matches because things are getting crazy. The captain's team, the admiral, I should say, his team is still going to be the red shirts. 3 and 4 they're all asleep though, so they don't matter. Okay, team 2 though does need a person because we lost Frank last time. So let's expand this and look. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need to find. Hang on a minute. Frank? Wait, no, Frank did die. Is this a new Frank? Who do we have coming in? The civilians. Okay, I think that's a new Frank. All right, Frank, well, first of all, Frank the second. Can we put a spacebar there? Spacebar. There we go. Frank the second. Your job is going to be to join in, it will give you a, what was your accuracy like? Accuracy 84. Wait, 84? What? What in the heck? Have you ever seen an accuracy like that? 65, 60, 70, 72. Babyface has got an accuracy of 72 and a weapons skill of 1, and I've got him over on the other ship just farming? Where did all these gunslingers come from? That's new to me. I don't know if I've ever seen those numbers before. Okay, anyway, 2. So you're going to join Team 2. So you're part of Team 2 now. And I think Team 2, yeah, not great stamina there for Tanya, but we're going to give Frankie the second his inaugural visit over to the the SNCHS Full Walrus. Let's hope it lives up to the name and is full of walruses. And by walruses, I of course mean stuff that we can use like water and stuff. So that team doesn't have great stamina. We might have to go rescue them at some point, but we will do that. Now I can go through all their schedules, though, and make sure that our shooty teams are at least close to each other, if not close to the other shooty teams. That would be too many people, I think, having one shared situation. So let's put Wednesday, who appears to be a shootsman, in the morning with all the other shootsmen, except for the red shirts, who have their own schedule, which is opposing the others. Not ideal, maybe I'm doing this wrong, but the reason I want to do it that way is because then we have kind of full stamina coverage regardless of what's going on. So we need to keep going through these and make sure. I do see like a full work thing here that we could take advantage of, another sleep shift. But right now, this should hopefully help split up a little bit of that. There we are. Team 2 docks at the derelict vessel, going to explore it. Good luck, Team 2. It's cold in here. You can see the frost on the walls of the full walrus. So far, looking pretty empty, gotta say. Let's pop this door. Okay, long hallway, but that's okay because Frank was pulling, without a spacesuit, he was pulling friggin' 80%, 69% with a spacesuit on. What's up? I'm sure I haven't seen accuracy that accurate before. Maybe that's just in my own head. Okay, the full walrus so far is an empty walrus. It's got one hole. I wish this was a claimable vessel because this is almost a fully usable vessel. It's got a med bay, which is nice. And I believe, yeah, it's got some real nice windows into the med bay, which is like basically why the windows were invented for this game. Basically exterior windows and windows into the med bay. Those are like the main reasons for windows in a space game. You want to be able to look in the glass while a surgeon is extracting an alien from somebody's stomach. And you want that alien to, like, you know, come wriggling to life and slam up against the glass. And then you go, ah! Alright. So there's nothing in here. This ship was without any action and adventure, but also without anything, any, like, supplies. Let's undraft you guys. Undraft that, and let's take a look here. What do we have? Transfer. That's it. 2 tech blocks. Baby. Okay, well, let's salvage the tech and energy scrap right away. Maybe the infra scrap? No. Let's salvage those 2 things and see what we can pull out of the engines and the power generator here. So let's do that. And in the meantime, let's go and make sure these schedules... We should make a middle of the shift schedule. Middle shift schedule. So, like, Dr. Thumbs should be on a middle shift here. So let's give him sleep... thing here. Okay, like, hang on. Let's zero this out. Okay, there we go. Let's make Dr. Thumbs a sleep schedule of 6 hours. 7. Free time. Free time before bed. All right, what does he got? Work 14. Boom. 6 and 7. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so this is... No, wait, hang on. We don't want to do... Let's do one here, just so people have different shifts. Yeah, we don't want everybody working on the same thing here. Okay, great. So 8 hours plus 5. You know, it's not ideal, but it gives us a little bit of a sleep situation. However, we could get even fewer people on this time off schedule if we... No, I think that's good. Let's copy that. Let's give Frank the second... Oh, we need to change his clothes. Okay. Haley can have that schedule. Jedediah and Kathy can have that schedule. Kaylee can have that schedule as well. And let's see, what's Reeves up to? Reeves has got a schedule. Roni, let's copy... What do we have here? Not a lot of... Actually, not a lot of middle of the day schedule, so let's give Roni that middle of the day schedule. Samantha and Skritz, let's give them these ones. I think they're like on permanent sleep, though. Runskis, let's give Tatiana Irie that one. And Vaughn, I think she's part of a team. But there we go. Okay, see, that seems like a decent split. So the hot bunking will be good, and hopefully there will be less just like total collisions going on in our small but fair galley. On top of that, Beer Killer has pointed out something that he noticed. Thanks for the comment, Mr. Beers. That's what we're going to call you, Mr. Beer. Notice that these things here are automated. So if we build and then complete them, like build and fill them before we jump into a new sector, then they won't automatically open after every arrival at a sector, similar to these ones. So it's because we built them and then put some people to sleep in them and then jumped. I think that was the issue, is like we've turned these into automated ones, and there's no way to turn them back. So I'm going to dismantle these, and we'll see if we can't just remantle them and then, put Creepy Bridgie to her, finally to her creepy sleep. I forget who the folks were that we were going to put there. Basically anybody that is a 0 for construction, because they're kind of useless to us. Okay, so it's going to be Creepy Bridgie, Demonius, and somebody else. We'll find them, but those are the two that we're going to, put in there in a second. Okay, so while we do the removal of the goods from there, let's talk to the civilians and see if they have anything for us to drink. They have quite a lot. So we're going to get 4 stack sent to the Moving On Up. And I'm not going to sell... I don't know. I'm worried about selling this now. I'm worried about that. We'll sell them some, sell them a handgun. I made a shotgun or two. We should probably make some more shotguns and stuff. We're rich currently. I don't have to worry... I shouldn't sell too many of those. I don't have to worry too much about what's going on here, but let's get that. Because it's always good to do little micro trades, even though we don't really need it right now. And then let's get this 10 stack of water here. And let's sell some fruits for $8. There, that's all we're going to do. Okay, so that's good. In the meantime, we still have prisoners complaining because they can't breathe, but that's okay. As soon as the military shows up, we're going to probably get rid of all of them, to be honest, because their bounty is more valuable than their workmanship. We have logistics robots like Diane and Eric and Deborah zipping around this ship doing logistics for us. We have the main crew doing construction. We're fine, okay? We don't need that much hand-holding. So let's build 2 of them at least. 2 that we know we're going to use now for Denkario and for Creepy Bridgie. We're going to get those 2 put to a nice, calm sleep. Not a, death sleep of any kind. Just a nice, calm sleep. And again, thank you so much for all of your comments, okay? You've given me... There was some votes in the chat, of course, for a long ship. However, most of the votes... Shout out to Brian B. here. So this says the options are between length versus girth. And he says he votes for girth. Well, if that is to be the wide, which I believe it's a wide ship, then you are in luck, because most of the votes seem to be for a wide ship. All right, Creepy Bridgie, go to sleep. All right, let's get this one loaded. Okay, where was Creepy Bridgie? There, Demonius. Which I think, Demonius, you're a member. So first of all, thanks for joining. Thanks for being a member. And I apologize, but we will be waking you up shortly. Sorry that I'm putting you to sleep. But listen, I gotta play the game, okay? I can't take favorites. Okay, if you can't construct, which is about to become very important, then I just can't use you. Okay. Our trades are complete, and so Captain Annie orders the fleet to jump. We just got a few last things to collect, and there was really nothing aboard here except for more scrap. Every time we took something apart, we just got scrap for the deal instead of any energy rods or hyperfuel, so that's a bummer, and we're going to leave it as such. We need to just start... Okay, what's going on here? What's this all about? What was that? Bad environment. So let me guess. We've got a slight CO2 buildup in here. Okay. So we might need to figure out what shift that is and put fewer people asleep on there. Or fewer beds. I don't know if we need that many beds. We could put some more people in here. If we take one bed away, it might encourage more people to sleep there. I'm not really sure how that works. At any rate, I believe we're ready to jump now. We're waiting for 1 crew member in 1 craft left. All right, where are you? Aha. Who was that? We almost left Marie behind and 1 shuttle. Marie, you are costing a lot of energy, so let's get you... There you go. Get you buttoned up, and let's get out of here. I think we're going to continue through this sector fairly quickly. There's not much left to look at. We could drop out and talk to these military. But they're, you know, we're all moving very fast. We're all constantly moving. We could go take a peek at this derelict vessel. We might as well take a look at these derelicts. I wish the military would stick around for us, but that is not to be the case. And so we might skip over this if it's not interesting. But let's have a team go and check it out. So who's still awake? Did my plan work? Team 2 is okay. They have decent stamina. Not amazing, but not bad. So we'll have them hop over there real quick and check it out. Now, with the recent update, there's always little quality of life updates with Space Haven. That's what you can come to expect with Space Haven. Constant, great updates, new content, new stuff to do, but also things that make your life a little easier, like these ones. So you'll notice if somebody is no longer on the ship, we can see their status below here, and we can see up here that they're drafted. And also, these ones are asleep, so they're currently unavailable. But they also now will color the entire tile red if they are not currently on board their home ship. I don't know if it works, like if they're on this ship, are they red? I'm not sure. I think it's a home ship thing and not just simply one of your ships. All right, this vessel does look a little interesting, to say the least. Frank II shows up with his friggin' 63% in a spacesuit floating in space accuracy. I am seeing some like fairly hefty eggs. So this could end up being quite a tough spot. Tanya takes a couple of pretty nasty bites there, but one-shots a spider from quite a distance. So let's pop this door open and continue some of our work. That hallway creates a nice firing line for us. I'm seeing 3 energy rods, 1 energy... Okay, see, this is great. I'm seeing a lot of supplies, but I'm also seeing a lot of haulers. So, okay, I didn't try... I don't think I tried to dodge at all. That was stupid of me. All right, so they're going to come for Reeves. Oh, I clicked dodge with the wrong person. So they've taken a lot of hits. Oh, my God. Okay. Okay, this is bad. Okay. Tony is down. Tanya is down. That's all right. Oh, actually, only Frank II is left. So let's pull Frank out of there because he's about to get taken. And that was wild. Okay, he tries to go for a thing. Reeves, Tony, and Tanya are now going to likely be taken down. Let's get you back on board here, and let's raise red alert because that did not go great at all. Team 3. Do we want the captain's team? Where's the captain's team? They're doing pretty good for stamina. Actually, I should look down here. One of them did poo themselves, but probably because they heard that what they're about to have to go do. So we're going to go here and get that. Oh my goodness, this has turned into high action. That was a lot of haulers. I think the game knows. Do you know what I mean? I think the game knows that I'm in late game. Oh my goodness. Oh, good Lord. Okay. All right, so here's the new plan. You're going to go and get the other team too. We're going to need to we're going to need to save these people here. So, okay, nobody's dead yet, but it's certainly not looking good. All right, team 3. Let's draft you and your slightly medium level of stamina. Dale is starving because he can't get to the food. Ugh, okay. Frank is floating in space, and I hope he is going to be able to be saved. Tanya got up and was immediately just bitten in the face. How many hit points do we have left on Tanya? 6 hit points. Okay, this is bad. All right, team. Okay, let's go. I told you to dock. Have you dock right there. See if you can't get Frank II back. In the meantime, Team 3, I want you guys to board here. And I want you to join the chaos as well. Actually, let's have you dock, over back here. Okay, you're going to be our extraction team because so far, things are not going great here. Oh no, they're picking people up. Okay, that sucks because we have to get them now. All right. First things first. Can we... Okay, couple of good hits. The haulers have so much distance that they can cover. That's crazy. All right, can you please... Is there a way to pick up... Oh, Frank is up. Good. Draft. Get him on board. Man, those haulers are terrifying. All right, let's float in here and finish these fools off. And then we need to rescue Tanya and Tony, and we need to get to Reeves. Tanya and Tony need to go back for medical attention right away. Reeves still has a decent amount, 43 hit points, so I'm not too worried about her. Okay, Lori moves forward. We have to get her on ground first, I think. There we are. Okay, go and pick up. Crouch. Move to... Why can't I pick up Tanya? Oh, no. Oh, no. Is she gonna die? Oh my goodness, this is the most spiders I've ever seen in my entire life. Have we lost a bunch of characters already? I can't even pick up any bodies. Oh, she's been cocooned or something. I don't think they live. I think we just lost a bunch of people here. But I don't see, like, people have died. Reeves is auto-drafted because she's under attack. I don't think she can escape here. Come on, Reeves. Come on, girl. You can do it. Ah, yeah, sick. Okay, we've got Frank back, and Reeves somehow freed herself. All right, let's board from this side as well. Team 3, come around here. That's the most spiders I've ever seen in my life. And I don't know where everyone else is. Tony has just died. Oh my goodness, this was unheard of. Okay, Team 3 is going to float out into the middle of space here. I don't think we can get Tanya back. We're going to lose Tanya this episode. And we just lost Tony. We can't get Tanya out of the... Oh, wait. What's this gear? Let me get that gear. Gear. Okay, now pick up. Yeah, and then get back to the vessel. Can we save Tanya? I do not know if it's possible. Good Lord, this ship was full of spiders. That was crazy. Okay, you guys go in here and deal with the rest of this situation. We lost Tony today. I did not want to lose Tony. Okay, I should have been paying more attention to the gear thing. All right, where's my nearest med bay? We need to dock right here and then get her over there immediately. Tanya, what are we doing here? 7 hit points. Oh, okay, actually, we're going to be okay, I think, because... Oh, no, she has 2 regressing wounds. So whenever those timers hit, it's going to take a big chunk... Oh, she gained some health. That's good. It's going to take a big chunk out of our hit points, though, if we're not careful. Okay, you guys do that. I did not think we were going to lose Tony so early in the episode. I like Tony. I think he was one of the original crew members. This ship better be loaded with loot. That's all I got to say about that. Okay, we need to get Tanya. All right, Tanya... There you are. Draft. Let's get you in there. And then where are our doctors? Dr. Thumbs, I think, is a doctor I know of. So we're going to draft and bring him here. Let's see. Is there any medicine in there? No. We didn't set up rules on this thing, so we actually screwed up there a little bit. Let's go. Overview of rules. Select all. Empty. Then we can do this no rule and bring here and... Bring here. Good. Okay. Whew. That was stressful as all heck. We have now explored this ship, and oh no! Another mouth to feed. I mean, that's okay, because we did lose a person. Oh, you guys are gonna... Just go and get on that. Okay. You guys are okay for oxygen for now, so let's go and... Yeah, there we are. See who that is. You guys, yeah, go get some oxygen before you all pass out. In the meantime, we need... Okay, there we go. Dr. Thumbs. Undraft. Now that we've got you here. Jobs, medical, Dr. Thumbs. Perfect. And hopefully some people are going to start sorting out the medicine there, bringing medicine to that. In the meantime, these folks are all on board, taking a little bit of damage. We undraft the vessel, and it heads home. And immediately to replace... Tony. Sorry, Tony. We could not save you. We're going to give... how do we get you the... Whoa, cool outfit. Okay, welcome aboard, Athena. Accuracy of 45 with a bloodlust. Okay, yeah, you're a good addition to the team. So let's add you to that team where we lost Tony, but we're going to worry about that later. Right now what we need to do is get all this crap off. That's not even that good of a, you know. Here's what we're going to do, though. Okay, I'm going to transfer all that over to the... Moving on up. And then I want to see how I'm doing for corpses. Because I want to make sure... move corpse. Yeah, we have a lot of human corpses. Just that one, I guess. I want to make sure that Tony is properly dealt with and given a proper burial. So we're going to let these logistics sort themselves out, and then before we leave the sector, we'll collect Tony's body. Salvage, let's get that high-tech scrap and bring that over. And then once we've got everybody on board, I'll figure out what happened to my team members and what to do next. Oh boy, not a good start. Not a good start to this playthrough, because we're trying to get rid of the Starlighter and start our new ship, not start a new war. Good lord. How many people do we have left on the Starlighter anyway? Oh yeah, see, this is the new thing, by the way. The crew, unless you know of a way to alter the crew so it just shows me, it's showing my entire crew is what I'm saying. It's not showing me my crew on board the Moving On Up or the Starlighter, which is fine, if a little annoying though, let's be honest. So who do we have on the Starlighter? We have very few people left. We could move Charon and Lyson and Babyface. We could move them over to the other team. Let's do that now, and move them while things are happening. Yeah, because like look at all these people just hanging out. There's nothing to do on this ship, so let's send them over to the Moving On Up. I found you first, so you're moving first, and Charon, wherever you were. Where was Charon? Oh, probably at the top, because C, because come on, of course. You're now living on the Starlighter. I mean, the Moving On Up. Eric zooms out into space, I guess floating, and picks up the body of Tony. Another reminder that you should never take this for granted, and like that level of, like how many haulers were there? That level of aggression from those aliens it's definitely dialing up. I see I've left some notes from the captain on board, so we'll definitely draft Captain Annie and have her come over and do that. Oh, I guess you can't right-click and just make somebody go over. You have to like right-click and assign them to a vessel or something. Okay, so we'll get that done shortly here, and we'll also have a send-off for Tony. Eric pulls up to the SCS Moving On Up and unloads the body of Team 2's compatriots, Tony. Team 2 arrives with Athena. I prefer her name to be Athena, to be honest with you. I really like these white sleeves. I don't know where she got that from, but that's pretty dope. We're going to assign the eject item thing to that human corpse there. There we are. Accept. And, oh, the robot does the burial for him, but just in time because Tanya, who is now rescued, shows up. And they stare out the window. There we go. They stare out one of the windows while they watch Tony's body be committed to the inky blackness of space. Very sorry, Tony, to have failed you like that. Glad that we got to save Tanya. That was a bit rowdy. Now, Athena, what's your deal here? Can we get your spacesuit off? I want to see what your standard accuracy is. Your standard accuracy is 45%. You're not wearing a spacesuit anymore, so I'm not sure why it's telling me. Let's undraft you for a second. Okay, well, let's undraft you all. And just go about your days. Let's see if that has loaded her better. Okay, so she's got an accuracy of 60 without her spacesuit. So, like, that's okay, but now I'm starting to think, like, oh, are there way better accuracy numbers to be had out there? I don't know. At any rate, Athena she's kind of like the star of a movie. You know what I mean? She gets the capsule opens up. She's like, where am I? And then she realizes she was in her vessel has been taken over and a team has saved her. And she's like, oh my God, what do I do? Do I have time to get? And they're like, no, grab a gun. You're part of one of the shooty teams. You're replacing Tony, who just died rescuing you. It's pretty intense. You'll get 47 credits, 31 credits, and 55 credits. Was it worth it? It was not. Captain Annie says goodbye to the place that Tony died, filled with bug guts and stuff. And she heads back to the Moving On Up, radioing ahead, asking it to jump to warp. It's time to move on and get out of this sector. In the meantime, I've also put in a gas scrubber nearby. It's helped lower the CO2 numbers a little bit, but not amazingly. I'd almost want a vent here to directly pull out of here. And the comfort, it is bleeding uncomfortness out into the hallway. So, again, not ideal. Same thing with this oxygen generator. Yeah. Look, this isn't the most well-designed ship, but I actually have grown quite fond of it, if I'm being honest with you. We drop in next to the SGS Counterpoint Crisis, and it can't help but wonder, is this where a bunch more of us are going to die? Captain Annie is going to lead the away team along with Athena and Reeves. These two groups, so 8 fighters in total right away. Right off the bat, we're coming out fighting. All right, they are going to accompany the captain because the captain wants to go and make sure that our boarding procedures are still being somewhat followed and that his death, you know, while certainly unavoidable sometimes, was... Okay, where are you going? I'm trying to do a narration about how important it is that Captain Annie... I guess she's here clearing it out. We've got haulers on the way. This ship is just going to dock here. Come on. I don't know. Something's going wrong with this vessel. Oh my goodness. How did that bug manage to get so many hits in before it got killed? That's crazy. Okay. There we are. Team 2 now comes around the corner to help. There's another hauler on the way in. And apparently if we move to the side, right as it jumps. There we go. And we... Ah, crap. It didn't do it again. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how to make dodging work. At any rate, these ships are infested with bugs. This is bad news. Okay, here comes another hauler. They're dealing with that one. Okay, here comes the hauler. Any second now. It's going to target Reeves, so once the door opens, move Reeves. Okay, that didn't work. And Miles is down. Miles is down for the count. How many haulers are there? Oh my goodness, this is bad news bears. Okay, Lori is now front and center here. I'm going to see if Lori can move. Oh, that kind of worked. Okay, so it canceled out the dodge thing that the haulers do. Okay, interesting. That kind of worked. All right, good to know. All right, let's move forward. Open this door. Murderize that spider. Excellent work. What do we have here? Some more stuff to grab. Why is there a grab icon there? I don't know. That's weird. All right, Lori, investigate. I'll bite. What is that? Go figure it out. You have... Oh, she picked up a slave collar. Okay. All right, I don't need you to pick that stuff up. Let's keep you exploring the ship. Yeah, is it just me, or maybe that recent update has made difficulty scaling or something a thing, where it takes the size of our crew and makes the spiders even more dangerous? I know we're playing on harsh mode, but like, I don't know, it's harsher than I've ever seen, I'll be honest with you. Okay, we're gonna check this this part of the ship here. Looks like there's gonna be a lot of supplies for us, so that's nice. Okay, we're almost out of oxygen. That's going to be a problem. So let's finish off these eggs before they start spawning more Spidey boys and haulers and such like that. Oh my goodness, how many are there? There we go. We have explored this vessel. And nobody died. There's Miles. Okay, he's fine. He's fine. All right. Whew. Yeah, things are definitely feeling a little unsafe, so it's good that we still have the refuge of the Starlighter and the moving on up. But it is definitely setting back our plans here to move out of this ship. Let's dismantle this here. Things are getting very sad on board here. We're dismantling all the fun stuff, but it's necessary to make the move happen. I'm going to dismantle quite a few things here getting ready. I saw some health go down, but it's just that they just need to get their oxygen. They're going to be fine. Will the rest of us be fine? I do not know. Dr. Aura, we need more doctors aboard that ship. Nice that you've got an assault rifle on you, though, too. So let's move Dr. Aura over to the moving on up. Athena takes apart their engine, and I think, again, we only got some scrap out of it, so not that valuable. But one thing I noticed, and I don't know if this is also new, but look at the pulsing, glowing, like, I don't know, eggs or whatever those are, the egg sacs on the alien walls. Look at that pulse. You can see it more if I speed it up. Ugh, that's gross. Oh, man. Okay, yep. Space is getting dangerous. And so I think it's time for an equally dangerous ship to be built. Captain Annie orders us to warp again. And we get out of this sector. And probably this whole sector, this whole system. So we'll go down here and check this tail out. Hopefully there's... what I want to do is find a spot where there's some good trading to be done. Or a station or something. If there's a station here... we can put the Starlighter to rest next to it. I don't know why. We could obviously abandon it anywhere we want, really. But there's something like, you know, narrative about just like trying to find a station nearby so we can just leave it there as a husk of a vessel for them to repurpose if they want, you know, make a new ship out of. How amazing would that be if that was real, though, in the game? Do you know what I mean? Like, you leave the Starlighter by a mining colony, and they actually repurpose it, rebuild it, and then one day you're flying around in your fancy dreadnought, having also abandoned the moving on up. And then the Starlighter streaks in to do trade with you, having been taken over by the civilians. Ugh, one could only hope. All right, take us to warp, Captain Annie. We have some work to do. Now, there is a military base here and a military presence, so we could drop here and give away the Starlighter for sure, and that would help us with our resources, and then we could get rid of those prisoners. But I'm actually going to move on and go take a look at this star system first, and then worst case scenario, we come back. We'll have to go this way, I guess. It's kind of a waste of fuel to do what we're doing. But I guess I'm just like, I don't know. If I'm being honest with you, I'm not ready to say goodbye to the Starlighter. That's what it comes down to, folks. Oh, I've gone to the wrong one. Okay, so we got to go up and over. There are a lot of vessels here, though, which do lead me to believe that, like, trading while I build would be good. And there is another... Oh, it's a prison station. Oh, and a derelict vessel. Oh, and a repair station. Amazing. This sector right here has got it going on. Okay, we're coming back to that prison station in a second. Actually, no. We should get rid of those prisoners now. We're feeding them. What am I thinking? All right, so we're going to drop out, take a look at this derelict, and then move on with our lives. We got to get rid of these prisoners. And, folks, I don't know. You know what? There's 2 derelicts here, so it's kind of a ship graveyard. I think... Let's take a look around here. We've got this, the Steadfast, the Aphelion, and... whatever this is, a prison system. We got to visit this thing. I need to visit this base for sure. I definitely want to go over there and visit. And I definitely want to give them all my prisoners. So let's go do that. Let's see if they talk to us. Talking to the Military Alliance. Hello. I was wondering if we could visit the ship. We're allowed to visit the ship. Amazing. All right, let's sell some captive crew. Please have them all. But let's do this in a... Let's get a relationship +2. That always makes life good. Now let's hire close. Let's like the group of them and ask for a price for the group. So we're gonna get 4 hyperfuel, 1 artificial meat, 2,800 credits. So a decent enough settlement for the moving on up. In the meantime, goodbye. Thank you. Let's get our okay. This is the military, so we gotta be careful. But let's find out who are our people that like don't have any weapons. Okay. So everybody's armed to the teeth here. Haley. I'm gonna draft you and send you down here. Who else we have? Valis. Gonna draft you and send you over here. Tanya's got weapons. Of course Tanya's got weapons. Dr. Roney, want you to go over here. And then just for narrative, you know, say... Oh, actually, no, wait, hang on. Why is she so injured? Okay, she doesn't need doctors, but I'm not gonna send her over to another vessel. Let's find somebody else. Jedediah, what you got? You got a gun on you. Jedediah's armed to the teeth. Dr. Thumb's armed to the teeth. Owen. Owen? Oh. Okay, yeah, right. He's a red shirt because he was a captain. Okay, Captain Owen, who currently does not have a command. Come on over. That's why he's a red shirt, though. I was wondering why he was red shirt. So let's get you guys on board there, and Valis as well. All right, so that's 4 people potentially with empty hands. Who knows why? Maybe they see something, you know? But it's also probably a good idea anyway, just to go over there unarmed. So let's go dock. And see what we're dealing with. Like, let's see what the prison complex is laid out like. In the meantime, let's take one last look while our vessel heads over there. I want to take one last look at the Starlighter here. Oh, boy. Goodbye, you beautiful ship. Let's dismantle this and this. Let's dismantle this oxygen generator, the shield console, and the battery. Okay, if it needs to hop out of hyperdrive, it can do it one more time. Let's take apart these things and the solar panels. Let's take those apart, and this water collector. They have a lot of taking things apart to do. That's a lot of logistics. We may need to actually get some more staff over here onto this ship. because that's quite a lot. In the meantime, our little team goes on board the prison station. Whoa, look at this thing. Whoa, it's so cool. Hello, Nicholas. Hey, we're allowed to be here. We're just looking around. Oh my goodness. So this is where all our prisoners are going soon. That's good. Got a shuttle bay in here, kind of an engine room as well. Okay, can't get through there. What's in through here? Oh, okay, quite a lot of walking around to do. So let's take a look at the galley first of all. A little brighter in here. Big central dining room area, and I think this is like a bathroom, is it? Yep. Okay, down a central hallway. Oh, love a good hallway. Well designed. Okay, that's their bedroom. Oh my goodness, this thing is huge. It's a lot of bedrooms. It's almost a barracks. Oh, there's one of the prisoners. What is he doing just standing there? That's our prisoner, I believe, that we just gave up. So the barracks seems to be in the center here. Lots of bedrooms. Very cool. And then down these dark, dark hallways. It's so dark in here. How would they even want to work in here? This has got to be the prisons. Oh, look at these prison complexes. Very cool. Very moody. It's wild that we're allowed to just walk in there. Look at that. That is a great design for a prison. So it's like a silver studded floor. I don't know what that flooring is actually called, but it kind of gives it a vibe to it. And then the bulky metallic walls. That's awesome. Yeah, this is a great design. I don't know why I'm just feel like I gotta like explore the whole thing. And then this much. Oh, the galley. Somewhere for them to all sit. But where do they get their food? Okay, there's the kitchen right there. So they must be regularly supplied food from the military vessels, or maybe even a contract with civilians or something. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, while we're doing that, let's go over here and just make sure that we're transferring all of that stuff over to the moving on up. Let's transfer it all now. We're transferring every last... Okay, select all and move it all. Whew, a lot of work to be done getting the Starlighter ready for her watery grave. And then I think, yeah, we'll move on with the moving on up. And once we've done a little bit of exploring, I think it's time to lay down the roots for our new ship. Is there any storage here? Let's go check out this storage. I don't see any storage here. Not again. We're not here to rob. But if, we just gave them some prisoners. And I know the deal was, here's a bit of money and like, I don't know, like a bookmark or whatever they gave me. Oh, I see something. I see a handgun, I think. That's it. Nope. That's just, whatever that is, that's not a handgun or anything to take. All right, so there's nothing in the storage in this vessel is very lean. I guess it makes sense. If there were guns lying around, some of those prisoners could break out and take the weapons. But I'm going to pause the game here just to make sure I didn't miss anything. So this is the barracks here. I assume that's just more beds. There's sort of a command and control post over there. Oh, here we go. Let's just go check that out. And so this is more, yeah, look at this prison colony. This is great. I love it. It gives it, it's dark. It's got a musty feel to it. Like it's a little bit nasty in here. Oh, and go just take a quick peek in there. Ah, darn. Okay. So there's nothing for us to, let's be honest, rob. We were basically looking to rob some stuff. Excuse me, got the hiccups. But a very cool tour nonetheless. Really like the shape of this prison station. That's cool. That's very cool. Over here on board the Starlighter, the deconstruction continues. Everything is getting taken apart. She's basically ready to become a ship in a bottle. Actually, that's not the right expression. She's ready to become a museum piece is what I should have said. Let's cut the power to this forward section of the ship. And we'll watch as the front nose of this beast, this mighty beast, powers down. At some point, like the navigation, I'm going to keep the navigation console up just in case. I don't think we're going to need it at all. To be honest, I think we're going to be fine to take this ship apart here. But just in case we need to get out of here, the last thing we take apart should be that and the engines, I suppose we could take some of the engines apart. Because what are we doing now? We are Starlighter, 4100, 4800. So we can't even take one of the engines apart. Good lord. This thing is big. Let's stop this thing. Turn off logistics of that. and power it down. Everything still seems connectable. There. So that won't cause any major outages if we start pulling that up, which we are about to anyway. We can get rid of this gas scrubber. Let's leave that for now. That's a decent amount of work to get done, so let's let that get done. And continue preparing the Starlighter for her sleep. I don't know why, but I find this to be a very beautiful, if not slightly eerie shot of the Starlighter from afar as everybody pours on board to help take it apart. Here, we'll put up the walls entirely. Yeah. What a ship. Certainly took us on some fun adventures, the Starlighter. Fed us well, too. There was not a protein deficiency among the entire crew. But alas, it is time to move on. This engine is now kind of not on the power grid. Well, at some point we're going to have to disassemble those anyway, so let's start there, and we'll get this guy as well. Take this one apart as well, and move that stuff. This is overview rules, select all, empty all. So let's do that with that storage and get that storage emptied out. We could abandon this shuttle, but we might as well just wait. We can definitely get this done with, though. And that's almost good to go. Oh, it's just got one piece of biomatter waste. We don't need that. Now, I think we should go through and take apart some of these power nodes. Simply because, I mean, worst case scenario, we can still power this thing up, I think. Maybe we won't dismantle this one then. Simply because that is a power block, and those are good to have. All right, I've pulled the trigger, and we've decided to just fully dismantle it. I obviously, at this point, it's basically not flyable anyway, so let's start pulling back from the extremities of the ship and taking anything valuable onto our new and final transition vessel, the Moving On Up. As a flurry of work unfolds on board the Starlighter here, I'm noticing like I'm doing some trades between these ships, getting lots of ice, still making some money, but I'm also noticing that more ships are coming in all the time. This place is aflood with activity, military activity, which is decent. I'd like some more merchants, of course. So I think we're going to explore with the Moving On Up just to have one ship by itself, just to kind of assess what our needs are, really, and see where we're at. But honestly, on our way back, I think we could settle down here in this station here, or maybe even by the repair one even, and we could settle down here and just do trade with the passing vessels to keep our water supply up, and then just kind of like settle in for the long haul a little bit. That said, the other thing I was thinking of doing is you do your design, right? You get your big design out. You start to like draw it out. Now the problem is when you leave a system, if you haven't built the ship, you're going to lose that schematic. However, if we build a small little starter block of a ship inside the larger design, we can at least get it flying and kind of, run around with a tiny ship while we slowly build it out. And that's, I think, the wisest thing to do in this case. So maybe we don't have to like sit around too long hoping that it all works out. Maybe really what we could do is build basically something with training wheels on. I think what would be nice to do is like create a sealed in hull area, like where near some engines and near some like an airlock, and have like one bed and some food, have like two people working on it full time to basically fly it. And then every time we drop into a new sector, just keep building out more of the hull. But not like, slowly iterating it, but like build the entire shape of it, the whole shell, then fill it in with walls and hallways, then power, then, bring it all up slowly to temperature. I think we have enough riches that we can do that. We can really take our time designing like a really luxurious but dangerous dreadnought. The last few pieces are being disconnected and dismantled, and so we're going to go ahead and move everybody who might possibly be sleeping on this ship. No longer allowed on this ship. They now all live on the Starlighter. On the Moving Up. Let's make sure that's clear there. No, you cannot sleep there. All right, nobody is able to sleep there. I wish I could do the whole column, but we'll make sure that nobody can have coffee breaks here either. Otherwise, they'll just hate it, and then they'll get a debuff. The last few lights flicker out, just as some new ships enter. Was that those ships beaming in? It's kind of what it sounded like. And the Starlighter falls into what could possibly be an eternal sleep. She won't be powering up anytime soon. Now, I was thinking of keeping the power generator here, but that's like some hull. That's like a lot of stuff that I need to get back, so... Oh, no hull. Sorry, not hull blocks, but energy blocks and tech blocks, which are very important. So let's get those. Here, you know what? We'll leave the tools facility behind. No, it's got a super block. Or a tech block, I mean. Okay, so we'll take it all. We'll take it all. We shouldn't be stupid here. We shouldn't be too sentimental when we do this. We should make sure we get it done right so that we have all the pieces we need. The only thing lighting up our ship now are the general ambient lights, probably coming from warning lights placed throughout the ship, but also the lights coming off of Deborah, the logistics robot. She kind of lights up the hallway near her as she passes by and enters the airlock, taking the last remaining pieces. Oh my goodness, some sort of fight happened here among the walls. I see some blood. I think tensions are getting tight on this ship, and I think flying around with this one will be okay for a little bit, but things are getting packed, things are getting a little tense. I hate to look at this ship like this. I hate seeing it all sad and dark. I'm going to hit tab just so I don't have to look at it. And the moving on up prepares to jump out of this sector, this glorious spaceship graveyard. Oh yeah, we didn't explore these, but I kind of want to get going. So we're going to explore these on the way back, I think, if we need to. But for right now, the most important thing is to not look back. Try not to look back at the Starlighter as we leave her behind. I was hoping to get to building the new ship today, but unfortunately, first of all, I have to go to work. But second of all, a lot had to go down in this episode. We said goodbye to Tony. We said goodbye to people's dreams of having lots of space on this ship, and they're now all crammed together. The sleep schedules are fairly thought out, I think. It looks like there's not too many people going to sleep right now, though. Although there should be at least a few more going to sleep soon, so hopefully they're just on their way. In the meantime, we are leaving a craft behind. Oh, that shuttle. We need this shuttle, and then we can get going. What do the stars have in store for us? I do not know. All I know is that the crew is all together under one roof now. Some of us, like the creeps, are asleep, waiting to come out and help us build and populate our new dreadnought, which we will be designing in the next episode. So I hope you found this to be some truly solid content, and we'll see you all in the next episode of Space Haven. Tank, take us to warp. Goodbye, Starlighter. Have a good sleep.